wet wash.
Welcome back to another Wettie TV episode. Me and Soph head straight into the shallows to check this nice rock out for some snapper. It's a good looking spot.
Sophie. There's a nice snapper right there. Just to your left as you dive over.
It's right in front of me. I don't know which one to get. Do I get the further away one?
Just shoot the closest one. You've got to go.
Once Sophie shoots her fish, I make a quick dart to try and pick up another one. But I mess up the shot and end up losing the fish. The boys out wide had managed to find a nice boarfish and were kind enough to call Soph over to have a go at it. This is a really likely looking spot for a boarfish to be hanging out.
That's like redemption from the other one I missed. Thank you, Dan.
Ah, thanks for that.
Spoon feed me.
That's a good one.
He's big.
Nice shot. I just shot. Just the one. This is perfect. So, two rocks like that with a sand gutter is just sitting in the middle.
Spin it around here and show me Soph, lift it out of the water.
Dan.
That's a good one. It's a nice big one.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, thanks for that. Boat.
That's my other one.
Yeah, check that. Oh, good bory size. Oh yeah, that's a good fish, mate. Well done. Look at that. I'll full spear out for you.
Back in the shallows, we're into more snapper action. You see these expansive areas with the green weed on the bottom, or sea lettuce? This can be a really great place to find your sort of small to medium sized snapper feeding. First shark of the day is a taupe. Sometimes these can be confused with bronze whalers, but they're a much smaller, slender shark and do make good eating. It became apparent pretty quick that this was going to be a good day for snapper. They were all over the place. Here's another nice specimen hiding under the weed. When you find areas of sparsed out kelp stalks, this can be a good place to find snapper. Often they'll mill around or park underneath them. Today I've got my Wettie small float boat. It's a perfect size for these fish that I'm hunting. I'm able to fit 4 or 5 nice eating snapper in it.
The boys trying to get some snapper, are they?
Yeah, Sammy put down a burley before. We had a few snapper coming in, but by the looks of it, doesn't look like they've got anything. So I imagine they're probably just going to swim out and check the weed line now.
Yeah.
Perfect day.
Gorgeous day.
Yeah, no, that's me. Like if I don't touch it.
It was time to change spot and we headed out onto a nice weed edge. Check out the tide on the bottom here. You can see the kelp lying on its side. It's a promising looking area, and with all this tide around, there will be likely some good fish. In New Zealand, most of our species love lots of tide or current.
Lot of fish, man. Yeah, but maybe we'll get Poppy if she doesn't mind to drop us up head further. We'll have another go.
Trevally like high current areas, especially on weed edges like this. Second shark of the day was a small hammerhead that swam up to me on the bottom. This is quite a rare occurrence as they're often very spooky.
Say 4.
Oh, yuck, man. Oh, that's a nice cray too.
Oh, its lungs still moving.
That was the one that was
Oh,
sitting
wild. Show? I got the camera on. Wild.
Yes.
Pretty resilient, hey?
Clearly healthy enough, you know.
Oh, wild.
Healed.
But yeah, it would have.
And sure enough, the third shark of the day, a nice big bronze whaler. But often when there's bronze whalers hanging around like this, snapper and kingfish can be not far behind. There's that bronze whaler coming in to check out the snapper. Fortunately, you find that sharks aren't so interested in snapper and don't tend to eat them so much.
Fingers. Watch your fingers. Oh, hold it up. What was it doing?
There's just bronzies and snappers because you nuts.
Dan didn't see this one sneaking up behind him. You've got to be so cautious of this when you're on the surface, burling or attracting more sharks around. It does pay to have multiple people in the water, as often the sharks will be a little bit less brave when there's more of you. We had time for one last spot before we headed home. I hadn't actually dived here before, and it was a really nice drop off with a beautiful underhang, and of course you can see all the bait fish. When there's this much fish hanging around in a spot, for sure there's going to be some nice snapper or kingfish close by. This was a perfect combination of different territory that you want. A nice drop off, good boulders mixed in with the sand, and a good amount of tide running through. I take my time looking through all these fish, as I'm sure something good's going to pop out. Fortunately, Sophie was close by for a backup shot. This topped off a great day. We had encounters with all different species of sharks, plenty of snapper, lots of kingfish, and even Sophie with a big boarfish. We'll see you soon for the next episode.